So, what is Bugonia?
Bugonia is a Greek term for the manifestation of bees created off of a carcass of a dead animal. As everything with Yorgos Lanthimos, he's thought it through, and it's a very good, it's a great title for the film, and it looks great as a title with a lovely typeface in the poster. As far as Yorgos films goes, it's an easier one to throw the pitch out. It's like two conspiracy theorists, they have a theory that their CEO of this pharmaceutical company that they work for is actually an alien, and that she's going to kill the planet. So they kidnap her to get to try and negotiate a deal to save the planet. Yeah. So that's an easy pitch. Yeah, it's an easy pitch, and it is essentially that's what happens. The film is great because it asks a lot of questions, and it does it in such a clever way. The writing of the script is so fantastic. And it's in a small environment, it's in a basement, but it's asking massive questions of humanities. We had the press conference here, and a lot of the questions were all about extinction and really? Do you believe in aliens? You're like, oh God, yeah, this film's got a lot more bigger themes than the funny bits. Because I always like, that's a funny scene, that's a great scene, that's a shocking scene, but essentially people are taking away from the film bigger themes. Yorgos really likes to shoot in composite sets, so everywhere you go is completely, you can walk in a door, you go down into the basement, it's all completely like the real thing. He wants to have a freedom to kind of try anything out. So we're all like tuned into being ready to go at any time. He doesn't like any real sort of film lighting on set. So like C-stands, and he likes to have the capability of shooting 360. Just like, I want to go here, let's shoot this. So that's what's kind of good for working with him a number of times, is that's going to be the way it will play out, that he would like that. So with that in mind, we then just have a freedom to see what the actors want to do, and I'm always amazed at how he will find an amazing sequence of shots in every scene. With something like Bugonia, there's we're in a basement, so we've set up the basement, we've made that as a film set, and we have put practical lights in there that will help do the lighting, but like sometimes the dialogue would bring the actors into a place where they're not in the lights. So you're like, ooh, but it's there's an exposure and there's maybe a silhouette, but so there's something there that is, kicking at you as a cinematographer that might not be right, but then it's right for the story, and it actually becomes better for the fact that it's not in a control. You haven't completely got control, because when you have complete control, it begins to look a bit like you've controlled it. Like, shit, it's a stop under over there. But that doesn't mean that it's not there. There's some image there. Yeah. So more often than not, the film, and it's very much to do with shooting on film.
Yeah.
That's the secret. I don't think it's so maybe apparent on digital, although digital you can see what you're getting. So you kind of like, I think digital tends to push DPs into trying things very much in an experimental way, but it's still, I find, pushing it to a place that if you were shooting on celluloid, you'd be a bit nervous about where that was going, so you're thinking about it too much, and then you get the results back and you go, oh wow, it's actually really nice. We shot this film on VistaVision. That was because we shot a little bit of Poor Things on VistaVision. With his other work, we shot a lot of wide angle photography. This one's definitely more portraiture, Yeah. And I think he liked the idea of working on a larger negative format for portraiture.
He's really into the film also. He's also really into the cinematography.
He's such a cinematographer. Like I cannot impress enough on everybody that I am just a facilitator on Yorgos films. I try and keep up with him, but he's the visionary cinematographer. And without doubt, he's a cinematographer. I'm glad you liked that, because that was a camera problem. Because
that's what we saw. It was a camera.
Yeah, essentially with a VistaVision camera, the negative is going through horizontally.
Yeah.
Remember, like Saving Private Ryan, they used that out of joint shutter, and because the film in that camera was going vertically through the gate, all the shutter sort of drags the highlights vertically, because the camera is rolling the negative through vertically, So with VistaVision, you're going through horizontally. So if there's any time of a shutter drag, which what it was, it's horizontal. The stock is going through and it kind of tugs on itself. So because it's tugging, it goes dung, 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 and we usually, once we started hearing that, it would start going, oh no, it's going to jam. So I think maybe what happened in that particular sequence is the camera at the end of that shot maybe jammed. So it was beginning to do that, but he liked it, and you know, fair, it works in that sequence. Well, what you do these days, which we've done on the last two films, obviously everybody does it, but we only discovered it a bit later, is doing a show lot. So you do a show lot would be done prior to the rush to the film being made, and then your dailies kind of come back pretty close to what way you want them to be in the final film. So a show lot is a revelation. We are blessed to have the finances to be able to watch our dailies every day. Yeah.
Really dailies.
Yeah.
Really dailies. As the
pretty much really dailies, yeah. And it's good. The first few days you're like desperate to see them, and then when you see that everything's kind of working okay, personally I kind of sort of slow down a bit watching them all. But obviously Yorgos will watch them for every reason, but not primarily performance, I guess.
Yeah.
I went to see a film last night and I was like, maybe this one's shot in film. They've done it so well. They've got so good at the color grading, the contrast grading, and I was like, and then I always look at digital films, and if their headlights or the tail lights of cars are magenta, I go, and they've gotten better at that too. So I was like, oh wow, maybe it's film because the tail lights are really red. But then I was like, then you just go to the credits at the end and go, digital imaging technician.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Yeah, no,
Robbie,
lovely talking to you.
Really love it. Thank you.
Great to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
I hope we've got footage.